No, Tom Brady.
Okay, welcome back to this week's edition of the BarroomBlitz.com. We're going to bring up everything now. The Packers go down. Cowboys win. Giants stink. Tebow finally loses to the Patriots.
Thank God.
Oh, come on, guys.
Uh-oh.
Get on the Tebow
You
ship.
can't say that. That's
there.
blasphemy around Tim Tebow.
Oh,
Legend.
Tebow.
The legend of
Closet
Tebow.
homosexual.
But we'll
Whoa,
start.
come on. Come on.
He's not in the closet.
All right,
Come
we'll-
on, guys.
We'll start with one of the hottest teams right now. Drew Brees, 412 yards, 5 touchdowns over New Orleans. New Orleans over the Vikings. Vikings had a bad game, but Brees, I think that's the second best team in the NFC right now.
Well, it's the Vikings, too.
Well, but you gotta beat the bad
Where
team.
were they at? New Orleans is home.
No, Minnesota was home.
Oh, it was
Yeah,
a,
but they're
he did
still
it
at a
It's
in a row.
in Dome. They're
It's still
inside.
a Dome.
They still got to go out and they got to go to Green Bay.
What
'Cause-
amazes me, Leslie Frazier, Percy Harvin, 3 catches, 7 yards, 1 run, -1. How do you not put the ball in your best player's hand? Besides
I don't know.
AP, who's
I don't
hurt?
get that.
Well, I thought Peterson was
Peterson
hurt.
was he
No, he
only played
started.
20. He only played like 23 or 26 snaps.
Yeah, but
Oh,
didn't he have
really?
like a high ankle sprain or
Yeah,
something
which
like
is
that?
real.
All right, upset of the week. Kansas City Chiefs.
That's nuts.
It is.
How does that happen?
That is absolutely
Was
nuts.
Matty going
Well, they
nuts?
fired the coach.
Matty was just
Matty
sitting here, like
crazy.
basically pulling his Tebow and then praying. Come on!
Tebow in
I
there?
can't believe this just happened. He goes, "I
It's
just
like-
laid $1,000 on the Packers, and the Chiefs show up with Romeo Crennel, new coach."
Did he really?
No, I don't know.
I was like, what a dog, man.
Yeah.
You can't name somebody Romeo.
Oh man. He
Romeo,
was
Romeo.
crying. The coach was crying.
Well, I heard
cried
that.
too, if
I
I
heard
heard
the
that.
old coach flipped out on the plane ride home last week. That's why
Really?
I had to
Yeah,
get rid of
He
him.
got in a fight.
They
Yeah.
almost had
Haley
to bring
got
the
in a
plane
fight.
down.
I
Yeah.
heard that he's a very unlikable guy.
Very,
Yeah.
very unlikable. That's what I heard. All right, what other games we got here? Let's see.
Colts won.
Colts.
Stunning.
Colts beat the Titans. Who
Stunning.
cares?
Stunning.
Dan Orlovsky gets a win.
I like that.
You
Dan
can thank
Orlovsky.
Donald Brown.
I
for that.
like that guy.
I like him. Let's bring up Saturday night's game. We always forget the night games.
Thank God it was Tampa Bay. We beat up them shitty teams real
Yeah.
good.
Hey,
Except for Arizona.
Man.
Beat that team, huh? It's going to be interesting. But, yeah, I mean, you know,
Two
they
tough
scored
games
all they
in the
wanted.
season.
Yeah, they scored all they wanted there. They just wrote it out. But
Yeah.
Ware wasn't healthy. He's still not healthy.
I don't understand how that guy got so good. He is incredible.
Ware? He was good when he started.
I know. I'm just saying he's a freak of
You
nature.
still
though.
need linebacker. We were talking about that yesterday. You still need some
Brady
linebacker.
James is horrible, and Lee's the only guy making tackles.
What about that Spencer guy? He's all right.
Spencer? He could
Yeah.
he could dominate the game and be all over Vic, or you want to hear his name?
93.
It's
I always
the
think he's Ware, and I'm like, and then he doesn't make the
Well,
sack,
that's
and I'm
we
like, that's
drafted,
Spencer.
him instead of Cobb, right? You could have had him, but Cobb is the
Yeah.
same draft. So Spencer ain't holding up to what they want.
It's just like Lee. We could have Lee too, and you guys ended up with him.
The linebacker.
And then a stinker. The Giants go from a great game last Sunday night to nothing. Absolutely nothing.
That whole game would have been different too if Nix caught that one ball. He had a
Yeah.
50-yard touchdown, hit him wide open.
They
boom,
said it hit him. The sun was in his
Yeah,
eyes.
exactly. That game,
How
I
does that get in
guarantee
your
that game's
eyes?
totally different if he catches that ball.
I tell you, they
Well,
got
then
their
it-
gift for that second interception. You see that 40-yard bomb? Like, they're both
Yeah.
going for the ball, and they call it a pass interference. I'm like, what the heck?
Yeah. But that helps us out.
Yeah.
Giant-
It's also like the Lions. You see the Lions come back down
Another
by 6 with 2
comeback.
minutes left. I don't understand.
Well, that puts him in the
team-
playoffs too, right?
Yeah.
Did that put him in the playoffs for a
Nah,
wild card?
No, they need
think
one
that-
more win.
Takes
One
away the
more.
wild card.
Yeah.
From us,
Oh.
But you notice they have 2 minutes left. What do? Throw it to Calvin Johnson. I think
All
out
the
of
way.
the 6 plays, I think they threw it 4 times. Catch, pass interference, touchdown. It's like, why haven't you been doing that the entire game?
Yeah, well, we watched a couple games here. It's like,
Yeah.
where is Calvin Johnson? Just throw it to him.
They try to get too
He's
cute
6
with all
foot
these
5.
His name is Schwartz. What do you expect?
Dude, only 2 things can happen: a pass interference, or he catches it, or you could really throw a bad ball.
And that was a
makes
close
no
game
sense.
because they gave us,
Mhm.
Sebastian Janikowski can get close to that 65-yarder. I mean, he got-
Seabass, man,
Namde
he's awesome.
Sue came in there and whacked it out of the
Little
way.
choke there too.
He was a first
Oakland could
rounder.
have ran it down, 3 passes right in a row.
Yep.
Right.
Carson Palmer, boy, he's not good when the pressure's on.
No,
When you're
he
up
is
by
not.
20, oh man, he's the greatest ever. But when they get a little pressure on him, little pass floats a little. He
Yeah.
missed 2 open receivers.
Couple quick
Big
ones we'll
fumble
run
in
through.
that game, too, by
Big
Hayward
fumble,
Bay.
yeah.
Cam Newton had a good game yesterday, 28-13 over the Texans.
He's
you know.
a stud.
Yeah.
Yeah. What Texas? They folded it up there, huh?
Yeah, I think they just kind of like
I don't know what to do.
I
Well,
didn't
they
want to get
clinched
anybody
it.
hurt.
Beginning of the year, I told you guys, Cam Newton, AJ Green.
We say that
both
every
are-
week. We
both are
say that
gonna
every
be-
week on the show.
Yeah, both are going to be huge.
She's gonna start this.
Yeah.
We're gonna have a.
Gotta get
Where's Bunny?
him in now, guys.
Where's Bunny?
Has there been a worse
'Cause all you guys gotta go
turnaround
is
than the Bills
JVR.
diving out of the? What happened to
JVR.
Buffalo?
Chan Gailey.
I
That's
hate
Chan Gailey to the max. He did the same thing with Dallas. He was 7-0 with Dallas.
5-0. It was 9 straight.
That's what he did with Dallas.
Why would you hire him again?
Chan Gailey.
How about the Bears? The Bears aren't going to make the playoffs.
Man, he's terrible.
Caleb Haney sucks.
He threw a touchdown though,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. We
They
threw
all
his
went
running
nuts.
back, Yami Bell or whatever his name was.
Everybody went nuts.
Oh, they
Yeah,
should.
the Bears. I wish Dallas could have their defense.
They're-
Makes you wonder why they didn't bring in D-Mac.
Yeah.
Really?
There's got to be
Really?
something going on with McNabb that no one
He's too
is
fat.
touching
Maybe
him.
he's gay.
Yeah.
They don't like
Uh,
guitar players.
Bengals over the Rams.
Bengals with a big win over the
AJ
woeful
Green gets
Rams.
1,000 yards for the season.
AJ
That's
Green
your
good
that's your
stuff.
receiver.
I've been talking
right?
about him all
Hey,
year.
man,
AJ.
I know.
Dude, he's going to be Randy Moss good. You'll see. He's
They
good.
don't have the size.
Dalton.
Oh, he can go up for it. Though.
Him and I think Dalton should actually win Rookie of the Year. I know Newton's had a great season, but Dalton's winning. Simple as that.
Red Skelton wins for the Cardinals.
Did the Cardinals win?
Yeah, do you think Cobb
Who gives a
overtime?
shit,
Do you
really?
think Cobb
Back to
loses his
AJ
job?
Green. You want to talk about going to somebody? I was watching that game. It was on Channel 3. They went to him like 9 times.
And he was
like,
hurt. His shoulder was banged up.
He does
Yeah.
get beat up a little.
Yeah.
Who did the Cardinals play? I didn't.
The Browns.
Browns. Peyton Hillis had a
And on that note-
resurgence.
Peyton Hillis.
He came
Well,
back.
let's talk about the Tim Tebow game.
All excited. Tim Tebow drives him down, runs one in, scores
The-
another one. They got it on. Done. See ya.
Yeah. Tom Brady just sits. I think he wants.
Brady was
I think he
not
just
even
wants to make
flustered.
himself look that good. He just sits there and waits and feels out a team. Give him a quarter, maybe a half. Like, because against the Jets,
He
he
is
was
a
losing
prick.
bad against the Jets, and then
Yeah,
all of a sudden
yeah.
he gets that face on. He's on that sideline. Like the week he was fighting with the offensive coordinator,
Well,
and obviously at the end of the game he won. They came back and won the game, so the fight was over. But he's sitting there like this. You just get that look. Then he just puts the helmet on, gets on,
Yeah.
boom, 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 boom.
You
know?
also got to give
Little
a lot of.
Montana, huh? Little
A
Montana.
lot of Montana.
He's
Because he
better.
looks like a geek. He's
Yeah.
settle down.
He's
over
better
there.
than Montana.
Settle down over there.
Easy now.
Settle down with the Montana deal. But I'm telling you, he don't look like he has any control. He has control of that team.
Yeah.
Belichick deserves big kudos in that game too, because you have to think. Well, Champ Bailey was locked on Welker, and they were like, "How do we stop Gronkowski? Gronkowski? You know what? You're gonna stop him. Hernandez is gonna have a humongous day. 9 catches, 100.
Sure.
Well,
how
here's
many
my
yards?
question. He's running double tight end.
Yeah.
All right?
Almost every.
And he
single
only
snap.
has one wide receiver out. Jesus Christ. If you're shutting Welker down, I would watch both tight ends.
It's so hard to cover that
Yeah.
Gronkowski guy. He's
All right.
huge. He's a monster. He's
What
But
about
they came out and they win. Yeah, they're
Biggest
talking
bust.
about that defense. and
biggest
stuff.
bust? Ocho Cinco, no? 13 catches,
First
they said. Oh, he has his
touchdown.
13.
Yeah.
Oh, he had a touchdown?
first touchdown of the year last night.
Okay, he had
Yeah.
13 catches, they said on the game. I
Yeah.
go, is that all that pro
Oh,
had this year?
yeah. I
13
can't believe they kept
catches.
him that long.
I
Yeah.
agree.
He's got to be in the top 5 busts of the year.
Wow.
Him, McNabb.
Still, they scored. We talked about that Denver defense, and all of a sudden, they lay 41 on them.
Yeah, I knew they were going to.
You know, Bell. They were talking about it on the NFL Network. They were saying Belichick has a plan for Tebow.
And
Oh, there was no doubt.
it was
Yeah.
Hernandez, man. He hasn't been
Yeah.
used in weeks, and they just blew him.
Yeah.
blew him.
Well, on that note, why don't we take a quick break and we'll be right back with some more Barroom Blitz.
Dot.
Ah.
Yeah, that was right to the T. Brady came.
But that was all he missed, and he ain't coming back. At a tombstone bar in a juke joint car, he made it stop just long enough to grab a handle off the top. Next stop.